makeup. So this is how I do my makeup because I think it looks less cakey. And you see some girls, you know, like those makeup girls, and they just have on too fucking much makeup. Like, and it looks like a lot of makeup. And mine looks like super glam, but it's not a lot of makeup because I'm like, you guys spend all this money on these facials that cost like $500, $600, $700, but then you put 1,000 pounds of makeup on. Like, isn't no point to have good skin so you don't have to wear a lot of makeup? I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but you will look glam and you look super made up, but it's very light. So this is the order I go in. I'm a little unorganized. Sorry, it's the Sag in me. So the order I go in is I do my eyebrows first, always. I've been doing it like that for years. I feel like your eyebrows are your base. I used to have a unibrow, so I'm very like obsessed and cautious with my eyebrows. So I do eyebrows, then I do anything I want to do to my eyes, then I do lashes because I'm really kind of sometimes messy with lash glue. And then, oh, let me turn this fan off so you guys can hear me properly. Then I do my lashes, and then I do concealer, contour, foundation. And this is the way you're gonna get like just flawless makeup, okay? So I'm gonna teach you how to do like regular people makeup. Not Instagram girl makeup, but regular people makeup, but you're gonna look like an Instagram baddie, I promise. Okay, I'm bringing you guys a little closer so you can see how I do my eyebrows. Probably not the most flattering angle of me, but I do it for you guys. Now, when I do my eyebrows, everyone thinks that they're microbladed, but I tell people, I'm not afraid to draw on a whole new fucking eyebrow, okay? Like, my eyebrows, when I put them on, they don't look this scraggly. Draw a whole new eyebrow. No one's gonna know, okay? Now, I use the NYX micro brow pencil. Only use this. This is how you're gonna get that micro braid look, and it's gonna look very soft, okay? So, what I do is I always start with my right eye for everything I do. I think it's because I'm right-handed. And I just draw a line at the bottom. I try to keep it as close to my natural. You can't see because I filled it in, but I have like a gap right there where my arch is. So I want to just kind of fill in where my hairs would naturally be. At the top, you can go a little bit above, okay? But don't go crazy. Once you start trying to make it too thick, then that's when you start looking very blocky, okay? Like, I would love to have the eyebrows I used to have super thick, but I don't. So I'm just gonna kind of, and then see right here, I'm drawing that completely on. But what you wanna do is, and this takes practice. You want to fake it just enough, but bring it back down to where your real eyebrow is. And then in the front, very light. You're just gonna, and sometimes I even have to like wipe it off because I mess up. And then over here, very light downward strokes. You're gonna go down, just down, 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 okay? Now, still looking a little sparse here in the front. People like to say your eyebrows are naturally lighter in the front than they are back here. Mine aren't, so I keep them pretty much one color. All the way around. If anything, I feel like my eyebrows are light and then dark. So what I'm gonna do is, tiny, I'm not putting a lot of pressure, tiny upward strokes. Because that's, I think everyone's eyebrows hair grows up, but my eyebrow hairs grow up. Even at the front, I try to do a little bit of up. Right here is where I also have an issue. Just tiny, tiny strokes. Keep it tiny, keep it tiny. Now, the more you keep a lighter hand, the better it'll be. See the difference? Oh my god. Such a difference. $50 to get my eyebrows waxed at Damone Roberts, and then my mom quit paying for it, so I overplucked, and now I just have a whole mess. This one's a little bit darker. And then I always go through and just kind of brush them out. Brush them out. Now, this is the magic trick. And I know some people will be like, oh, sculpting your brow, carving your brows out is so like 2009. No. Now, when we started doing this back in like 09, I tried doing top and bottom, and I always kind of thought, why would you do something so much lighter on top? It doesn't match with your foundation. It just was stupid to me. So I would always use something a little closer to my skin tone, maybe like a shade lighter. Well, it's probably like 2 shades. And then look at that. So I always start here in the arch, so this is where you want the brightest part to be. You don't need it bright here in the front, or it just looks kind of crazy. So, just do this. Do very little. And then what I do is, to make it easier to blend out, I just bring it down like that. Now, if I was just going to work, what I do is I just put on eyebrows, mascara, a little bit of bronzer, and some concealer. I don't really put it here in the front because I'm going for a natural look, but I'm gonna do a full face. I think I used to use like a dual fiber, but this Morphe, oh my god, it's perfect. It's a concealer brush. And just go, and then you're gonna wanna like push it up a little bit, and then go down. Bring it out, and then I'll flick it up just to like make sure it's all blended out. I'll even come up here, bring it up. This e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, I don't like this for concealer. And then I'm using this ColourPop Sheer Pressed Powder. This is in deep dark, so it's too dark for my, like, it's too dark to put all over my face, but I like to use it for like contouring. And it's like a lighter one. So I love this in the crease of my eye, or I kind of put it all over. And this is just like kind of what I've been my go-to lately. Just putting this on because it just looks like, oh my god. Bam, bam. Okay, so now we're gonna do a really thick wing. And I'm gonna push you guys back for that. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do like a very thick, sexy wing. And dear baby Jesus, please let me do this wing nice. I've been very jittery today. Please let my hands just okay. We'll see. So I'm using this e.l.f. liner. I don't know what it's called because it doesn't say. But pretty much, it's a flexible tip. It looks like this. It won't focus. Whatever. It's a thin tip. I prefer, e.l.f. has one that's like fat and short, and it's a felt tip. I prefer that. I ran out of that. I had this. I learned how to use it, so I'll rebuy the felt one when I'm done with this. So for my liner, I do this first, okay? So just draw your slanted line. I like mine about 45. Oh, and be careful, this stuff is very wet. Alright, they're gonna be sisters today. Maybe half sisters. Okay, so much better. So, I draw both my little lines, kind of make sure they're similar. And then I go in. I try to take off as much product as possible just because this one gets very juicy. Sounds dirty. And then I go and I pick about maybe 95% of the way. Very, very light, okay? And then you're gonna draw at an angle down. And then you're gonna come here and meet it. Now, if I know I'm gonna be wearing lashes, I don't even bother putting it all the way in the inner corner because you're gonna have to fix it anyways once you pop your lash on. So this is like how we're sitting right now. And then I go through and you don't want to meet at the very tip because you might have to, this is not even, but whatever. I don't go all the way to the tip. I leave just a little bit of that first tip out. I'll go back through, I'll dunk it, and now I start filling in. And I like to do both of my outlines first just to kind of like see the vibe that my hand has given me. Because I never know what kind of wing I'm gonna do until my hand just does it. And I don't try to mess with the outline too much because you never know what it's gonna look like until you fill it in. See how good that looks? And then I'll do this. So anyways, see, now that you can kind of, now that it's filled in, you can look at both and kind of see what needs to be fixed. Sometimes you fuck up your point. I think these are, this is sufficient. I kind of think I want a little bit more though on this side. I like mine to be like very straight. Like, watch me fuck it up. Okay. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh. See, ah, oh, fuck. Thank you, baby Jesus. This is my fault. So, this is very liquid. Very, very liquid. So, don't do what I did. Keep your fucking eyes closed, okay? Now you gotta go through with Gucci. Oh my god, with this top? Tone. Oh, are you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro? This is a good eyeliner once you learn how to use it, but I always open my eyes too soon. I need to figure out what lashes I'm gonna wear, so I'll be back while I get some contenders, and then we can talk. BRB. Okay, I figured out what lashes I'm gonna wear because it's 12:23. I'm not gonna do like a big like drag lash. I'm gonna do, I don't know if you can see, like this lash. These are raw lashes. My sister-in-law has a lash company that she's about to relaunch soon, probably like Q1 2021, I would say. Not sure what these ones are called right now, but I'll put it on the screen. like, okay, so I always say, like, oh, this is my favorite lash, this is my favorite lash. These are my new faves. Because they're like kind of dramatic, but then like not too dramatic. For me, the trick to putting on lashes flawlessly. Duo Glow, dark. I fucking hate the clear one. It's fucking trash. Unless, you know, like my best friend has a latex allergy, so she has to use those. Okay, you're gonna do a thin amount of glue. Don't get fucking crazy with the glue. It's gonna take forever to dry and you really don't need that much. This shit's like cement, okay? Thin amount of glue. I don't feel like getting my blow dryer out, so we'll just use a fan. Hit it with the fan. The quicker you let this get dry, the easier your life will be. I fucking promise you. I think my hair's dry enough. So when I do like my ponytails, there's so much fucking product in my hair. I like to do this because it elongates. I'll use like a lobster claw and it elongates your ponytail. Pro tip. So you want this to be pretty dry. Sometimes I dry it too much. And then pop it on. I learned that from this makeup girl like way back in the day when like YouTube makeup girls were like legit. Not that they're not now, but you know what I mean. They're like, oh my god, it took me what, not even 30 seconds to do all that and that. I give you a pro tip on hair. Like, come on. Get with the motherfucking program. Be like Courtney. And like, yeah, sometimes it may seem extra, but is it ever extra to save yourself time? What I mean by like the liner, you're gonna have to fix it anyways. I'm so fucking unorganized. Damn! She's looking like an Insta Baddie. Now, eyebrows, eyes are done. Let's make the skin look like. So, shout out to Carl and Brenda. It's my parents. I have great skin because they have great skin. But I do have some bags. But also last night, I got the worst. I probably went to bed around 11:30, 12. I got the worst sleep. I was tossing and turning, waking up all night. It was just, I'm going to teach you how to look really bright and natural. Natural is key. All right, let go. Okay, so for my concealer, I'm using Fenty Beauty's 370, and then NYX Got Your Covered Golden. So GCC06. Now what I do is, I put the lighter one, because this one's pretty light, it's what I use for my under eyes. It's very thick. I put this under my eye. This is only if I'm trying to do a glam look. Put it directly under my eye. Down my nose. A little on my chin. This is a very thick concealer, I love it. You put this down here because this will not make it look as like Instagrammy. More like natural. And then you'll just blend. Side of the nose. Now, I know some people are like, black people don't need to be contouring their nose, love your nose. I just think once you start putting on heavy concealer and all this stuff, your nose gets lost. So I don't like a super teeny tiny nose because that doesn't go with my face. Or else God would have given me a teeny tiny nose. But I do want some definition in it. So, go to the side, set this. So I bought this Camo concealer sponge by e.l.f. I don't like it for concealer, I like it for powder. I actually hate it for concealer. It's just like, it gets too wet or something. I don't know. I don't like it. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty setting powder in Honey. That underneath here. And I try to go really light with the powder because I have under eye wrinkles and I always have. So, and we're gonna powder again, and then I'll go through with the damp one. Kind of smooth it out. But I just want it to set a smidge while we do everything else. And because these are translucent powders, it's okay to like put stuff on top of it. Okay, so we're done with concealer. See? Just very natural, but looks bright. We're gonna add a little more powder later on to make you look brighter. But see, just very... I could honestly go out like this if I wanted to, but we're not. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna contour. I'm using Morphe Concealer C5.35. I love this stuff, but it's very wet. So I use this Morphe M320 brush. I'll just like literally do this. I need to go a little higher. So Makeup Mario said to do. He's a professional. This could have side could have been higher, but I have no jawline. As you can see from my profile, so I like to put some there. I really want jaw filler. So bad. Like, and a little bit of chin filler, because I don't like chin either. And then, none of my sisters do actually. See, just like bringing my nose back. But it's not making me have a smaller nose. It's just bringing it back. I have a really small, like, forehead. Well, not really small, but I just don't need to contour my forehead. It never looks cute on me. You know who I wish would stop contouring their forehead? Kylie Jenner. But she has a small forehead. When I contour like this, I've been doing this for a while. It just looks more natural. Like, yeah, E7. I want to look snatched, but not so much where I start looking like a different person. Go through like that. I like to go through with it. And this is why I like to set that concealer underneath, because you're going to go through with this too. And I don't put a lot of either, so I want it to, you know, make sure it just stays. This is how you're gonna further look snatched. You're gonna take your foundation. I pray this still matches me because I get tanned very easily. Oh, he's in plain sight. Get some. This is the Almay Skin Perfecting Matte. Love it. My Fenty one was too red, so I started using this. I just needed anything. So I'm gonna take this and put it right under that contour. See, it's just gonna help snatch you. Don't forget, put some down here, on my mouth, a little on my nose, just a little bit on the nose. You don't want a lot, because my nose tends to, like, my makeup breaks up on my nose a lot, because I'm the most oily. This brush because it allows me to get super close to my eyebrows. And I carve out my eyebrows this way, which is the right way. Carve it out with something that matches your skin. Blended all my foundation out. Look at that. I still look like bad bitch CoCo, just a badder bitch. We're gonna go through a little bit more. Powder. I know you're not supposed to do that, but book my face. Leave it more powder, brighten that under eye up, but it's not a crazy bright. Now we're going to take, I like using this like MAC brush, and I go through and blend out where it's creasing. Right here, this never gets blended out properly with the sponge. Under my eye. I used to be able to use a softer one, but I guess my eyes said, bitch, you're old now. Now I'm gonna go through with this powder again. Just a little. Now we're gonna take my favorite blush. I used to wear MAC Sweetest Cocoa, but they don't make it anymore. So I saw this one, MIX. You would think MIX is sponsoring my ass. Why do I use their products? I just really love MIX. And I don't use a lot of expensive makeup because my whole thing in life is I wanna look as expensive and rich as possible without spending that much money. This is the way to do it. Now we're gonna go in with the Fenty powder in Nutmeg, and we are going to powder all over the face. Now what I do is, because it has this little thing right here, and it's so fucking messy. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Then I take it and I just poof right on top. And it gives me like the perfect amount of powder. And then I just powder over everything. And this is so light, it doesn't give you like a crazy amount of color. It's really sad. Honestly, sometimes I forget to do this, and my forehead is still fine. I'm guessing that Almay is like the shit. And normally I do prime my face. I'm just out of primer, so I'm waiting for it to come in. I use Fenty primer. I've been using their like original one, but now I'm trying the matte one because of bitches. Woo! I get oily as fuck, but I'll take oil any day because they say that's how you stay wrinkle free. And right now I don't have Botox money, and I think I'm too young for Botox. I don't really need it. Okay, this is the finished look, but pro tip. NYX Dewy. I love being matte, but right now I'm so matte. I like to put a little bit of moisture back in the face, and this has nothing to do with my oil. You're gonna spray yourself down, okay? And then I just do this, and I just go through it, and I just pat everything. Pat, 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 pat. And I think it just really makes everything kind of like melt into itself and each other and just look like super good. Everything is just... And then, oh, I have to do under eye mascara because I think it looks crazy if I don't. And I always like to spray first, let it dry, then do my under eye, because my under eyelashes are like kind of long and they easily get transferred. I don't like that sheet. I mean, I don't know who does. Oh my god, there's an eyelash on my thing. See? Ugh. Whew. Honestly, how am I still single? Okay. I think my hair is pretty dry. I'm still a little wet, but it'll be fine. See? Ugh. I'm gonna have to do like a hair curl because my curls are like starting to come back. but they're not all the way there. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands and then we'll figure out what lip to wear.
So my audio was a little messed up from my fan, but pretty much I'm using MAC's Antique Velvet, and I was just saying that I love lip brushes. I don't really think you need a lip liner unless you're doing different colors, but go in there with a lip brush. Carve those lips out. It's amazing, honestly. They're so underrated. And then I also go in with Dose of Colors Cork, and I put that on the middle of the lip. Not my favorite lip combo, but it'll do. I ended up putting a gloss all over and snatched the whole look together.
Final look. Loving it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it is bad bitch, but you still look like yourself, and it doesn't take a long time once you have it down. And then depending on where you're going, what you're doing, you just change the lip or change the lashes. Put on some bigger lashes, put on red lip if you want to like to be bad bitch, but I hope you guys like, and as always, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share with the homies. Bye.